Hello students, standard 10, chapter number 3, linear equations in two variables, in which we have to solve today in exercise 3.6, question number 2. What problem we have to solve? Okay, so in question number 2, they mention formulate the following problems as a pair of equations. So in question number 2, there are three equations given. Right now we are solving the first one, in which as per the question we have to, whatever the problem is given, we have to formulate in pair of a equation form, and hence we have to find out their solution. Okay, so we write the linear equations first of all, then after its solution means we have to find out its solution by substitution method or elimination method. Okay, so we first of all we have to formulate the equations. So how we can make equations? In first question they said Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometer. This is the distance. They give the distance 20 kilometer in 2 hours. They give the time. Right? In first case, Ritu can row the downstream. Downstream means lower part. Right? That way, suppose that way is there. So here is your boat is there. Suppose, right? And if C goes to the downside. So it is a downstream, right? It is a downstream. So they said 20 kilometer in 2 hours. Distance is given, time is given. And upstream. Upstream means that, right? See, goes to the on upstream side. Okay. In this direction, it is called the upstream. So on upstream, 4 kilometer distance. This is the distance is given. Distance in a 2 hours. That time is given. For the upstream, take a 2 hours or covering the distance of 4 kilometers. So find her speed. We have to find out the speed of rowing in a still water and the speed of a current water. That two things we have to find out. We are writing a linear equations in two variables. So we require a two variable. Which we require a two variable? Whatever the question in which we can say speed of rowing in a still water. Suppose we take as a x kilometer per hour, or in a still water, right? In a still water, what is the speed of boat? We assume as a x kilometer per hour, and the speed of current we assume as a y kilometer per hour. Boat speed is a y kilometer per hour, right? So that two variables we have to assume. Using that we have to make a two equations. But observe, speed regarding term we have to find out. They give the distance and time regarding term is given. So I hope all of you learn in a science. There is a one formula, right? What is the formula? Speed is equal to distance upon time, right? Distance upon time. In both the case, in these two cases, they give the time form. 2 hours is given, right? So if you make a time as a vector, speed we are not know, okay, which we assume x and y. So time is equal to what we can write. That formula has become a distance upon speed. Time is equal to distance upon speed. So that formula we use in that question. Okay. So as I told you, first of all we take the assume x and y for the speed of still water, speed of rowing in a still water as well as speed of current, right? So let the speed of Ritu in a still water, in still water, it is the x kilometer per hour. We assume as a x kilometer per hour, and the speed in current, the speed of current water is current water y kilometer per hour. Right. Now read the statement. The downstream C goes to the downstream. Distance is a 20 kilometer and time is a 2 hours. Right. Downstream and upstream is given. So what is the downstream and upstream speed? So that thing we have to mention. The speed of downstream. Now see that thing here I explained you. Speed of downstream, how we can write? In a still water, suppose that boat speed is a x kilometer per hour. right? And in a current situation, its speed is a y km/h. Now then, what is goes to the downside? What is goes to the downside or downwards? Then both speed are adding. It means x plus y km/h we get. Right? If you run the bicycle and there is one of the slope, it means downside if you go, then your speed is increasing. Why? Because your running speed as well as downward current speed both are adding in this one, so you get the speed is greater, right? So that's why in the speed of the downstream we can write x plus y km/h. Same way upstream speed, so we have to write speed of upstream. So it is what? So it is, we can define that way. Your current speed is x, right? Sorry, your still water speed is x. But right now, whenever you go to the upper side, then it is opposed by your current speed, right? So y km/h, it is opposed. It means we can say x minus y km/h. So this is our upstream speed, which is x minus y km/h. Right? Why we find downstream and upstream speed? Because they said upstream and downstream condition is given. That's why we define the speed of the upstream and downstream. Now, we have to make the equation. We have to use this formula. Right? Time is equal to distance upon speed. So, according to question, we mention here, according to question, in first case we say downstream, Ritu can know the downstream. Distance is 20 km and time is 2/, right? So here I again write that formula. Time is equal to distance upon speed. Okay. So downstream time we require is 2/, and its distance covered is 20 km, and the downstream speed is what? Downstream speed is x plus y. So we get the x plus y. Okay, that x plus y, which is both terms, goes to the right hand side, left hand side, and multiply with the numerator. Or that too you get in a right hand side in a denominator. So you get that way, x plus y is equal to 20 divided by 2. That 2 goes to the right hand side in denominator. X plus y goes to the left hand side in a numerator. Right? So 2 tens are 20. First equation we get x plus y is equal to 10. As we have to formulate the linear equation. So first equation we get. Now from the second condition, upstream we have to go up to 4 km and in a time is 2/. So same way for the upstream, time is given 2/, is equal to distance is given is 4. In denominator we have to write the speed of upstream. The speed of upstream is what? X minus y. Right? So now that x minus y we take in the left hand side, then 2 we take in the right hand side. So we get the x minus y is equal to 4 divided by 2. Right? So here we get the 2 2s are 4. Right? So we get what? X minus y is equal to 2. This is our second equation. Okay, now as per the question we have to find out that equation solution. So there are two equations we have to solve. So we have two methods, elimination method or substitution method, right? So suppose you want to apply the substitution method. So in that equation, any one of the equations, one of the variable you have to take as a main term, right? Another variable you have to arrange in a equal to other side. Okay, so here from the equation 2, we can write, suppose we make in that equation x as a main term, so minus y goes to the right hand side, so it is become a plus, right? So we can write x is equal to 2 plus y. This is our third equation, and this third equation value we have to put in equation number 1. So putting x is equal to 2 plus y in equation number 1. So in equation number 1, x is, if you put the 2 plus y, then 2 plus y, then here is a plus y is again there. is equal to 10. Right? Now we have to find out the y value. So here plus y. So we get the 2y. Right? And then plus 2 is goes to the right hand side of equal to, then it is become a minus 2. So here we get the 2y is equal to 10 minus 2. We get the 8. We have to find out the y value. So whatever is the coefficient of y, this goes to the right hand side in a denominator. So 8 divided by 2. So we can say 2 4s are 8. So we get the y is equal to 4. Now we have to find out the x value. So in any one of the equations, if you put the y value, so putting y is equal to 4 in equation number, putting y is equal to 4 in equation number 1. So what we get? In equation number 1, x plus y value we have to put as a 4 is equal to 10. Right? So plus 4 is goes to the right hand side. So it is become a minus 4. So x is equal to 10 minus 4 means what? We get as a 6. Now, as per the question, find out the speed in a steel motor and a speed of current. So we define speed of Ritu in a steel motor x km per hour. So we can say here is the answer. In answer, here you have to write the statement. Which statement you have to write? The speed of Ritu in a steel motor is 6 km per hour and speed of current motor is 4 km per hour. Right? That is our answer. So it is very easy. That way you have to solve. Now we have to solve the question number 2. Okay, now question number 2, there in which there is given 2 women and 5 men came together finish the work, an embroidery work in 4 days, and while three women and six men can finish it in 3 days. So find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work, and also that taken by one man alone. Right? The 2 things we have to find out from this question. This question is important. Okay. 2 women and 5 men. Together they will finish the work on embroidery work in 4 days. This is our first condition, you can say. Okay. While 3 women and 6 men can finish the work in 3 days. This is our second condition. Right? So they said find out the time taken by, time we have to find out, by one woman alone to finish the work. This is the first thing. One woman alone finish the work, its time we have to find out. And second thing, also that taken by one man. Second thing we have to find out, the time taken by one man alone to complete the work, that thing we have to find out. So as I told you, from the question you have to decide which variable we have to take. Okay, so first variable we have to take for one woman alone finish the work, its time be x hour, and one man alone finish the work, its time may be y hour, right, or y days. Here is in a days they give the time, so we have to write in a days time. Okay, so let the one woman alone finish the work is equal to x days. Okay, same way for the one man, like one man alone finish the work in Y days. Okay, in Y days, suppose one man alone finish that embroidery work. Okay, now one of the simple thing you have to understand. Okay, now one woman alone finish the work, but here they give the together's work is given. 2 women and 5 men together work is given. They finish the work in the 4 days. Now simple thing here I explaining you. Suppose one work is there which is take the 4 days. In a 4 day you complete the one work. Okay. Suppose for example I tell you in a 4 days one work you suppose you completed. So we have required each day work is how many? 1/4. This is the 4 days take. Total 4 days take to complete the one work. So in every day you have to complete your 1/4 work. 1/4 work. Why? See, 1/4 plus second day's work 1/4 plus third day 1/4 work and fourth day 1/4. So what we get? Denominator is 4, so here is 4. Addition of all numerator 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this is a 4 divided by 4. So you complete the one work. Right? So it means to complete a one work, suppose 4 days you require. So it means in every day you have to do the 1/4 work. Right? So same way here, suppose here you can you take that one woman alone finish the work in X days. So in a one day she has to complete work 1 upon X. Right? So work here we have to define work finish by one woman in one day. In one day is how many? 1 by X. Right? She has to finish the work by one woman in a one day is how many? 1 by X. Same way work done or work finished by one man in a one day. In one day is how many he has to complete the work. Total day is Y. So we can say 1 by Y work he has to complete every day. Okay. Then in a Y days we complete the one. Okay. Now we take the condition and based on that we have to write the equations. One man alone whenever she work in a one day he complete the 1 by X. So if you take the 2 women's work in a one day, so what you have to do? 2 times 1 by X. So you can say we get the 2 by X. 5 men's work we consider as for one day. So 1 man's work one day is 1 by 5. So 5 men together work for one day. So they have to complete the 5 by Y work. Right? And together finish the work in 4 days. This is a 4 days work is given. We have to consider as a 1 day's work. So we get the 1 by 4th part of the total work. Right? So that situation we have to write in a equation form. That situation for the first condition we have to write in a equation form. So in a question they said 2 women and 5 men finish work in 4 days. Right? So we define 1 day's work of 2 women and 5 men. Right? Is equal with this is a 4 day, so it is a 1/4 part of 1. Right? 1/4 part of 1. So 1 day's 2 women work. 1 day's 1 woman work is 1 by X. As I told you, 2 women's work it is become a 2 by X. Okay. Second, 5 men's 1 day work we have to write. So 1 man's 1 day work is 1 by 5. So 5 men's 1 day work is become a 5 by Y. So that we have to add. Then you can say the total work of 1 day means you require 4 days, but 1 day's work is become a 1 by 4. Right? So that is our equation number 1. Okay, that type of question we solve in exercise 3.6, question number 1. Okay, now second condition we have to consider, in which three women, I directly write 1 day's 3 women's one is equal to 1 day's work of 3 women and 6 men. It is equal with what? They take the how many days? Total days they take the 3 days. So we can say it is a 1/3 part of 1 day. 1/3 part of work he and C completed. Okay. So here 3 women's 1 day work is what? 1 woman's 1 day work is 1 by x. So you need to multiply by 3. So 3 into 1 by x, so we get the 3 by x. Plus 6 men's 1 day work we have to write. 1 man's 1 day work is 1 by y. So we have to multiply. There are 6 men. So 6 times 1 by y. So we get the 6 by y. And they both together take the how many days? They take the 3 days. So we can say total works third part. We can say is a 1 day's work. So 1 by 3 works they have to complete in a 1 day. Okay. So this is our second equation. Now we have to solve these equations by either substitution method or elimination. Okay. So in exercise 3.6 and last two questions 7 and 8, there I already give you in elimination method how we can solve. Okay. So right here both equation from equation 1 and equation 2. Observe 2 by x here is a 3 by x, 5 by y here is a 6 by y. So what we have to do? We have to make any one of the variables coefficient is equal. Suppose we want to make this 2 and 3 is given. So that equation, suppose we multiply by 3. That equation we multiply by 3 and that equation we multiply by 2. Right? So here we get 6 and here we get the 6. So we can say 1 by x coefficient is become equal. Then after both sign is same. So what we have to do? We have to do the subtraction of that equation. Okay. So here right now we applying the elimination method because in first question we apply the substitution method. Okay. So here I am giving you. Otherwise you can solve that another way also. You can take the 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y is equal to v and make the equation 2u plus 5v is equal to 1 by 4. 3u plus 6v is equal to 1 by 8 and solve both the equations so you get your answer. Okay, here right now I am applying elimination method. So in which we can say equation 1 multiply by 3 and equation 2 multiply by 2 and subtract them. So suppose we multiply by 3 in that equation. So 3 2s are 6 divided by x. Here 3 5s are 15 divided by 1. Here we get the 3 into 1. So 3 divided by 4. Here if you that equation if you multiply by 2, 2 3s are 6 by x. 2 into 6 we can get the 12 by y and is equal to 2 1s are 2 divided by 3. Now subtraction we have to do. So second equation all term signs we have to change. Plus is become a minus. Here is a plus sign become a minus. This is a plus sign become a minus. So 6 by x minus 6 by x. This one is a 0. 15 by y minus 12 by y. Here I represent that subtraction. 15 by y minus 12 by y. So denominator is same. So we can write which is a common for both the terms. So 15 minus 12. So 15 minus 12 means what? 3 and denominator having the 1. So this one we get the plus because here is a 15 sign as a plus which is a bigger number. So plus 3 by y we get. Right? Is equal to what is the subtraction of these two numbers? So here I am defining you 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. Right? 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. So for that what you have to do? You have to take the LCM of 4 and 3. So we get the 12 as LCM. Right? here we need to multiply by 3 and here we need to multiply by 4. 3 3s are 9 minus 2 4s are 8. So here we get 9 minus 8 means what? 1 divided by 12. So here we get the 1 divided by 12. Okay, now we have to do the cross multiplication. So 12 is multiplied by 3 and y is equals to the which is multiplied by 1. So 12 into 3 we get the 36 is equal to y into 1. So we get the y. So we get the y is equal to 36. And 36 is a what? Y value is represent one man's alone finish the work. So it means 36 days take the one man to complete their one embroidery work. Now we have to also find out the x value. So that y value we have to put any one of the equation. Suppose we put in an equation number 1, putting y is equal to equation 1 or equation 2. It is easy for equation 2. Why? Because 36 is there. So if you put the 36 here, so one of the 36 factor is here. So that's why we have to put 36 y is equal to 36 in equation number 2. So here it is we get the equation number 2 is 3 by x plus 6 by. In place of y we have to put the 36 is equal to 1 by 3. So here we can say 6 are 36. So we get the 3 by x plus 1 by 6 because in denominator we get 6. Here is a 1 is there is equal to 1 by 3. That plus 1 by 3 is goes to the right hand side become a minus 1 by 6. So 1 by 3 minus 1 by 6. Now that two number subtraction how we can do? Observe both the denominator which is a different 3 and 6. So its LCM is become a 6. So we need to multiply here with the 2. So 2 ones are 2 minus. Here already 6. So minus 1. So we get the left hand side as it is 3 by x. 2 minus 1 means 1 only. So 3 by x is equal to 1 divided by 6. So that 6 is multiplied with 3 and x is multiplied by 1. So we get the 18. 6 3s are 18 is equal to x. So it means x is equal to 18 days in which one woman complete the work. One woman alone finish the work. For that she has to require 18 days and for one man alone finish the work. So he has required 36 days. Okay. So that way we have to solve using the elimination method. Right. Now question number 3 we have to solve. In third question, they give the Ruhi travels. Here I write the important things in that question. 300 kilometers to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. Okay, from the office, she travels. Total is a 300 kilometer, partly by train as well as by bus. Okay, she has two options. Some one part is travel by train and some remaining parts are travel by bus. Okay, so in first case, she takes 4 hours. She takes 4 hours. If she travels 60 kilometer by train and remaining by bus. Now what is the meaning of that? Suppose if I say this is a 300 kilometer distance. This is a 300 kilometer distance from office to home. Okay, if you say 60 kilometer you travel by train. By train you travel, right? This is a, suppose out of 300, this is a 60 kilometer. And they said remaining by bus. So remaining distance is how many? From the 300, we have to subtract the 60. So we get the 240 kilometer by bus here travel. Okay, so here I mentioned in a question only. 240 kilometer by bus. Okay. Now in the third statement, if she travels 100 kilometer by train, 100 kilometer by train. In second condition that is given, and remaining by bus. So if you say I travel by train 100 kilometer, right? So how many kilometers distance is you have to travel by bus? From 300 you have to subtract the 100, so you can say 200 kilometer you have to travel by bus. So they say 200 kilometer by bus, and for that she takes the 10 minute longer. She takes the 10 minute longer. So before that she takes the 4 hour. It means 4 hour plus 10 minutes she required for traveling 100 kilometer by train and 200 kilometer by bus. So find out the speed of train and speed of bus separately. So these two question is given. So as I told you, based on the question we have to assume as a variable. So let the speed of train be x kilometer per hour, and the speed of bus is the y kilometer per hour. Right. Now that two things we have to find out. So first condition. See, in a question they give the distance and time. Time and distance, and they say they want to find out the speed. So we already defined the equation, right? In equation number 1, time is equal to what we can write? Distance by speed, right? Distance by speed. So that formula we have to apply. So here in first condition, they say 4 hour time we require. 4 hours. So equal to, here I have mentioned equal to 4. Distance upon speed we have to write. So what is the train distance is 60 kilometer, and what is the train speed? Speed of train is what? X, right? 60 distance and speed is x. So for time traveled by the train is 60 by x, in which we have to add remaining distance is 240 we have to put here, and the speed of the bus which is a y we have to put here 240 divided by. Okay, so total time we require is a 4 hour. Trains travel time, bus travel time. Okay, time means what? Distance upon speed. So train distance is 60 and its speed is x. Same way bus travel time. Bus travel time means what? Bus travel distance divided by bus speed. So bus travel distance in first case is a 240 km and bus speed we take as a y. So both together finish the work in a 4 hour. So is equal to 4. Now see, both are coefficient of, we can say both are multiple of 60. So we take the 60 as a common out. So we get the 1 by x plus here 4 by y is equal to 4 we get. Plus 60, this is goes to the right hand side in denominator. So we get the 1 by x plus 4 by y is equal to 4 by 60. So you get the 1 by x, 4 by y. So this is a 15 4s are 60. So 1 by 50. This is your equation number 1. Okay. Now from the second condition, we have to make the equation. So what we have to say? 4 hour they require. 4 hour plus 10 minutes. This is important. They require 10 minutes greater compared to the first time, right? 4 hour 10 minutes. So is equal to, here I mentioned 4 hour plus 10 minutes they require. In 4 what? 10 travel by 100 km. So its time is how many? Time is distance upon speed. So train distance cover is 100 km and speed is x. And bus distance is 200 km and speed is y. So we get that way. Now see, this is in a hour form. So we want to convert that minute into hour. So how we have to convert? 10 divided by 60. So we get in a hour form our answer. Right? So that equation we can rewrite 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 4 plus, this is in hour, so this is in minute. So we have to convert it to hour. So we get this way 0 0 is cancelled out. Okay. So here we get the 100x plus 200y is equal to 4 plus 1 by 6 we get. So we take 6 as a LCM, right? So 6 4s are 24 plus 1. So 100 upon x. From here I can take the 100 as a common because both terms are multiple of 100. So here I take the 100 as a common. So we get as the first term is a 1 by x, and from here 200 is a common. So we get the 2 by 1. 24 plus 1, 25 divided by 6. That 100 is goes to the right hand side in denominator. So we get the 1 by x plus 2 by y is equal to 25 divided by 6 into 100. So 25 fours, right? So we get the 1 by x plus 2 by y is equal to 1 upon 6 fours are 24. This is your second equation. Now I hope all of you solve similarly these two equations as we solved in question number 2 in previous question. Okay, so that two equations you have to solve. Okay.